Hello gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Everyone has been asking me, Tanek, are you going to try out Tower of Fantasy? God, I almost called it Final Fantasy. Have you played it? Have you looked at it yet? Yes, guys, I have been playing it for the past week. And also, if you want to check out Tower of Fantasy with me, if you're playing the game right now on PC or mobile, I'll put my UID up here on the screen. And the server I'm a part of is called Radiant. So do take that down, keep that in mind. My character's name's Keysworn. If you run past me in game, feel free to say hi. But anyway, guys, what's going on? And welcome to my Tower of Fantasy First Impressions video. Yeah, I've been excited about this game. I've been keeping tabs on it for a while. Special thank you and special shout out to my buddy Artful Vengeance. He was actually the one who put the final nail in the coffin for me to just go ahead and give this game a shot, because people have been asking me, and as you guys know, I don't play PC games much. I am a console guy. At the end of the day, I like playing on my PlayStation, my Xbox, my Switch. That's just, my preferred platforms. Nothing against PC games, PC players, or anything like that. But Tower of Fantasy, this is an awesome one. I'm going to say straight up that this game, it puts me in the mood to delete Genshin Impact. And I'm going to be 100% realistic about that. I'm not going to say this, and I can't speak for everyone, but Tower of Fantasy is the game that I wanted Genshin Impact to be ever since it was first announced. And we didn't quite know what it was yet. I had always prayed and I always hoped, Genshin Impact, please be a anime MMORPG. And I had always hoped that. I'd hoped that and I hoped that forever. And there was a point where I was worried that it wasn't going to be on console. Then we found out it was in development for PlayStation. You guys remember all the different news videos and stuff like that and information I put out there on Genshin Impact. I covered Genshin Impact thoroughly all the way up until its launch, and I still make videos about it occasionally here and there. But the game just didn't come out being what I wanted it to be. And in general, that's why I ended up losing interest over time, why I started to play it less. And then these lovely developers decided to come out with Tower of Fantasy, which I will say in short, honestly, take Genshin Impact and Phantasy Star New Genesis and make them have a baby, and boom, you got Tower of Fantasy. So in other words, it's a very awesome anime MMORPG. Period. I don't have, really many complaints with this game whatsoever. I'm not too crazy about gacha systems, especially with like weapons in game and stuff like that, because that kind of feels like, a bit on the pay to win side. But since, a lot of those currencies, when it comes to gacha games and stuff like that are earnable, it really doesn't bother me too much. But that part, that's a topic and a discussion for a whole nother day. We'll dive into that some other time. But this game came out being everything I wanted. And guys, for God's sakes, man, they gave me a futuristic motorbike for free in this game. That was my first mount. Yeah, my meat is rock hard playing this game, dude. There's all kinds of different weapons. In the gacha system, you can get different characters in the game and stuff like that. Like, this game literally takes everything that I wanted Genshin to do and does it better. And like, I mean that. Like, for example, I'll give you guys a few examples here, some simple ones. The combat in here is, it feels kind of like Genshin, except it's less floaty and it has a lock-on system, unlike Genshin Impact. In Genshin Impact, you are called the Traveler, and you pick, either the male or the female character in the beginning. In this game, you are called the Wanderer. You pick the male or the female character. You go through a tutorial, and guess what? You fully customize the Wanderer. Your default character is completely customized and customizable and looks how you want them to look. And you can change that appearance anytime. But Genshin, it didn't offer any of those things. It's like it's like these developers early looked at that, said, we want to make an MMORPG, and just said, all right, how can we do it better? And they improved it in every little single aspect. Now, there's a lot of similarities. It has the energy system from when you're swimming, climbing, and things like that. There's all kinds of different awesome mounts and stuff in Tower of Fantasy. I've seen people using some really cool shit in this game, and I love it. Like Tower of Fantasy, it's been a ton of fun. Since I've started. The game heavily rewards you, especially as a new player. Like, oh my God, they're handing you different currencies, gold, all kinds of crap left and right. They even give you free gacha rolls throughout the tutorial to give you free and better weapons and stuff, and free different characters and all kinds of things. Now, granted, a lot of gacha games do that, but I'm just telling you guys, what the game has to offer and stuff like that. It's available on PC and mobile. It has full controller support and everything, and the game is awesome. But at the end of the day, they made one really silly move that I just can't get around. I don't understand why. And you guys know, if you know me, you know what I'm going to say is, why is Tower of Fantasy not on consoles? Why didn't they think to bring this to at least one console? Like, the thing with developers today, and especially in this day and age, is everyone's goal is they want to mimic the success of Fortnite. Everybody wants to reach that level of success. They want to build that big cross-platform game that's, just involved with everything that everybody's going to love. But the number one thing I see so many developers doing is they always limit the platforms. And I don't understand why. And it's not even just consoles that, it annoys me with. Like when you won't bring your game to, when you put your game strictly on console and you won't bring it to PC or vice versa. Limiting yourself to on mobile, I can understand, because mobile is a totally different platform that, people are still learning. It's getting bigger. Like, don't get me wrong, but mobile is its own thing. It's it's different, just like Nintendo Switch is as well. But these guys, they even have a battle pass system in there. So, there's clearly some inspiration from games like Genshin Impact, Fortnite. You have skins and stuff like that. Obviously, there's inspiration there. You guys only take the little parts, and you don't take advantage of the one thing Fortnite has that put it in the position that it's in. And a lot of people think, that's Battle Royale or the Battle Passes. No, it's not. It's accessibility. You can play it with anyone, anywhere, on anything. You can play it on mobile. You can play it on console. You can play it on PC. Last gen consoles, next gen consoles. You can play it on Nintendo Switch. And these guys, these developers, they got this amazing MMO idea here. And if they've been watching Genshin Impact, which I'm sure they have, because like I said, their game has a lot of inspiration from it, they know a few things. Number one, they know that there's a Switch fan base out there that's been waiting for Genshin Impact for nearly 3 years now. They know that Genshin Impact launched on PlayStation 4 and 5 and saw a ton of success thanks to launching on those consoles. They know that there is an Xbox audience that doesn't have any anime RPG or Genshin access at all, and they've been completely ignored by MiHoYo. And the team behind Tower of Fantasy didn't think to act on any of those things. Despite the success they're seeing right now, the game's doing great. It's been blowing up on Twitch. I've seen it in some of the top spots on Twitch. Some of the biggest streamers are playing it. I know mmobyte's playing it. Asmongold's been playing it. A lot of big names in the MMO industry have been playing it. But 20 million PlayStation 5s out there. Over 100 million PlayStation 4s. 30 or 40 million Xbox Ones. 16 to 20 million Xbox Series X and S's. And 111 million Nintendo Switches. They couldn't think to put Tower of Fantasy on at least one of those platforms to just make the numbers even bigger. Like, when I say bring it to console, preferably, for the sake of everyone who owns different ones, bringing it to all consoles would be nice. But not even one? With all those numbers? Really? It just, that one thing, just when you look at it from how Tower of Fantasy was developed, that's just, just one thing I really don't understand. And I know console development has its complications. I've spoken with different developers and stuff on that, but it's not impossible. Nowhere near impossible. And your game already supports controller. that's one thing with this game I'm not going to understand. Now, granted, there was the rumor that was going around. I covered this. I believe mmobyte covered this as well on their Japanese Twitter months ago. Somebody had asked about the game coming to PlayStation or something like that, and the translation was a little off, and it really translated to, instead of typical PR response, it's something we might consider for the future or something like that. And before it got better translated, it seemed like they said yes, a PlayStation version is coming or something of that nature. I don't remember exactly how the rumor went around, how it got started. But I'm just saying that's just another thing. You already know you had people asking for it on console pre-launch, and you guys haven't even considered this. Now, granted, if a console version gets announced sometime in the near future, hey, I'll eat my words, and we can all meme and laugh at this video and say, well, this aged well. But until then, that's going to be my one beef with Tower of Fantasy. Other than that, I think it's an amazing anime MMORPG, and I hope it has a bright future. Anyway, guys, y'all enjoyed today's video? Smash that like button. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.